It's a collaboration that makes perfect sense today, International Women's Day. Behind these doors begins a partnership between the Pink Boots Society and the Niagara College Teaching Brewery that will help to raise funds to support women in the brewing industry.
This is our first year participating. We have some students that are actually society members. I am right behind them, and we don't really have a chapter out here, which we're hoping maybe we can start that. And participate with Pink Boots Society and just support them as well. The Toronto chapter is brewing today down in the city, so we're just sort of an extension of that. Today we have purchased the hop blend, which will kind of unify all the brews across the board today. As a lot of people are participating, there's about 15 breweries, and it's going to be just sort of this nice sort of Canada-wide collaboration.
This is done today because of International Women's Day, but is this a year-round thing that the Pink Boots Society does?
It is, and we're hoping to constantly be participating sort of this year forward as an annual initiative, really creating that link to them and to the industry, as well as we have so many female students here, so it's just another way to kind of network all of us across the board.
Nicola, you left a career in chemical engineering to take part in this program. Why did you do that?
I had a long career. I was doing some consulting towards the end, and it's just an opportunity to try something different. I'm pretty fortunate that I did well during work, so I'm financially able to do this, and it's just a chance to try something new.
Students in their second semester have been working on the recipe for the new beer. It will be called Rosé Wellies, a fancy way to say Pink Boots.
It's what we call a brut IPA. So they call it the champagne of beers. So it's been designed so that it has quite a high sugar content, but they're easily consumed sugars by the yeast. So it'll be a very light, quite carbonated beer. The alcohol content is on the higher side because you are consuming a lot of those sugars. The other thing with this beer is we're using hops from Yakima Chiefs, and it's a special blend for the Pink Boots.
You're in your second semester of the program here. What has it been like?
Oh, it's been really great. I like that we have both a hands-on experience once a week in the brewery, and then we also have theoretical stuff that we do, but we cover all the bases, right? So we talk about the science behind it. We talk about each equipment and how they're used, how it's broken down. We even had a class on welding. We didn't weld ourselves, but how food grade welding is involved. So it's nice to see that we get a little taste of everything.
What's it like knowing that you're working on a beer right now that will be sold in that store, and you've had a really big part in the development of that beer?
Really exciting. This is actually the first time that I've played a direct hand. Besides brewing a recipe that the profs have made, this is the first time that I've really been involved in it. So it definitely is super exciting to see that.
A big part of the Pink Boots initiative, besides raising funds to support women in brewing, is to get the message across that one doesn't need a beard to brew.
We're trying to change the conversation and change the culture, but it's not that we don't have females already in the industry, but we just want more. You'll see there's now maybe 1 to 2 in the back, or female staff are being present, but what's happening all year, right, with them, and kind of having that conversation all the time.
Rosé Wellies will be available for purchase at the Niagara College Teaching Brewery retail store in early April. It will also be on tap at the college's Benchmark restaurant at the Daniel J. Patterson campus. Reporting in Niagara-on-the-Lake for The Source, I'm Mike Balsom. Cheers.